This is a church in a place called Mariager. I'm not completely certain how old this particular building is, but I know there was a church located on this site dating back to the 1500s. And you can see in front of the church there's this amazing looking garden cemetery. You can see some of the old tombstones. You can also see how much work's put into the gardens. That tree over there looks interesting. You can probably hear all the birds in the background. And here is a view of the garden looking back from the church. The church is right over there. You can see the entire courtyard is filled with trees and flowers. There's a gate over there. And here's another garden by the side of the church. You can see some tombstones there as well. And in the background you can see the old buildings of the town of Mariager as well. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of the name. The town itself was actually named after Mary, the Virgin Mary. And I believe the church is actually also the Church of St. Mary. And here's another building associated with the church. This building actually looks like it could be older than the church. I'm not completely sure. Maybe it's some type of annex or some type of building that houses the people who work here. And there's a field, and there's actually, I believe, a college over there in the background. So those buildings will be associated with the college. And this is the entrance to the church, and you can see above the church is a plaque saying when the church was constructed. This is the view from in front of the church, and that's the town of Mariager right there. You can actually see in the background there's a fjord and a harbor. You can even see a crane which is part of the harbor, and you can see some masts from some schooners over there as well. This town was actually constructed around this church. So the church was founded, and then the town itself was founded to service this church as well as for the church construction. So this town originally housed the workers that constructed the church and later developed to service the church as well. A lot of these towns in Europe that were founded in the Middle Ages were actually founded around churches or cathedrals, because churches or cathedrals were big administrative centers back then and tended to attract a lot of, well, mercantile action and as well as just people in general. And here's a bird bath next to one of the tombstones. You can see one real bird and one fake bird. So that grave's actually from 1988, and there's one over there that's from someone born in 1935 and died in 2000. So a lot of these graves are actually pretty recent. I'm sure if I looked hard enough I could find some older graves as well.